What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this 2-in-1 video. So if you're new to the channel, a like and a subscribe is super appreciated if you enjoy what we have created in this video. But let's talk some Flash. It's been a while since I've gone in depth in some Flash, and we're going to talk about the groundbreaking, ground-shattering, mega earth-shattering news that happened in the Spider-Man 2. So first of all, we've got the Flash. And now I want to talk about an idea to you which is something weird. So Barry is, of course, he had his whole time in the Speed Force. He's had his 6 months in the Speed Force. He's returned, and we've had possibly the best season, in my opinion, since either Season 1 or the first half of Season 2. So it's definitely better than Season 3. Season 3 was terrible. But the thing is, there's one thing which has been off. Very off. And that has been Barry being in the Speed Force. Now, he did not seem like he had spent his time at all in his personal prison, in his worst possible nightmare. Wally West had to live with his mother dying. I can't remember clearly if Jay Garrick revealed what his prison was, his kind of personal hell was in the Speed Force, prison. But Barry, he didn't seem like someone who actually had come out of really hell or relive this nightmare at all, or someone who had really spent much time within being trapped or anything like that. It just seemed weird that Barry was able to simply just come out of the Speed Force, and the Speed Force would be able to be tricked as much as it actually had, because as we've seen before, the Speed Force, well, it doesn't like to be tricked. And I think in the first episode where we saw the whole Speed Force prison, it didn't really like being tricked, and it wanted Barry to kind of atone for his sins of what he had done with time travel. But now he has been allowed to leave, and the Speed Force hasn't been playing up whatsoever. It started with, it was unstable with the Speed Force storms, and now it is suddenly stable, which I find incredibly bizarre. And the question is, maybe he didn't actually come from the Speed Force. Maybe he has actually come from the future. And maybe he had come from the future, but his mind has been a bit messed up coming back from the future. He spoke of things from the future, such as they're going to need more diapers. He had advanced languages and things like that he was able to write on the walls, which again was really strange. Now, those are very coincidental things, but if you think about it, at the end of the trial of the Flash, Barry actually ends up going to the future. So Barry goes to the future with Iris West, who it turned out was actually alive and kicking in the 30th century or the 31st century. I can't remember exactly which one it was there, but she was able to live there in the future because she was originally from the future. Yeah, it's really weird. But then what happens is Barry ends up having to come back to save the world in Crisis on Infinite Earths. But what if this is sort of the trial of the Flash in reverse, and Barry had actually gone to the future, and, well, he had now come back in time, being dragged back in time for the trial of the Flash? That'd be pretty insane. And the reason he's got some kind of, like, time scarring or something like that, and he's just thinking that he spent the time in the Speed Force because everyone was telling that he was trapped inside the Speed Force. It's really the thing that, well, Barry hasn't really... He's a bit trapped, and he just doesn't seem like he's spent all that time there inside the Speed Force, which, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that that is possible? I know we've had Jenny Ognat, or Dawn Allen, at the wedding as well. She was a big thing, and she will be returning, of course. We've also got the similar time frame in Supergirl, where we've got Mon-El. He's could just come back from the same period of time. So not only have we possibly got a Legion of Superhero on the Flash, we also have a Legion of Superhero or Legion of Superheroes over on Supergirl, and this could possibly be how they actually merge the two if Barry didn't actually, or wasn't trapped in the Speed Force at all. So yeah, it's really weird, but part of me's thinking that he actually came from the future instead. So let me know what you think in the comments down below on that. And last but not least, Spider-Man 2 has been it's been an interesting comic book. I've not really enjoyed it. I'm not really hot on Miles Morales. I'm not a fan of Miles Morales, to be honest. I like my boy Peter Parker. I don't like the adult kind of Peter Parker who's a CEO. And we're getting back to the kind of Peter Parker I like, although he's with Mockingbird. Yeah, I like the quippy Peter Parker. And that might be who we're getting back. So in Spider-Man 2, we had the culmination of the storyline that we had in that book. And what happened is that we actually had the Earth, or kind of like the current Earth version of Miles Morales investigated on this world. And it was just a real mind meld thing going on. And if you remember, at the end of Secret Wars, which was where the entire Marvel multiverse kind of melded into one when it was destroyed, and Doctor Doom was able to actually bring it all together. And it was then, once Secret Wars had ended, we had Reed Richards, who was able to actually create a stable, brand new world out of everything. So then that meant the death of the Ultimates universe, and we got a brand new Earth. So our brand new Earth, I'm not sure even if you can designate this as Earth 616, because it's not really. But at the end of Spider-Man, it's revealed that we actually have the Ultimates universe still going on. It still exists, which means that the multiverse is being recreated. And this is down to the Fantastic Four. We know that in Marvel Legacy, we have the kids of Reed Richards and Sue Storm going around on their little bikes, and they're going off, and their father has also got the aim of recreating and remapping the multiverse, which is possibly what has happened here. And we get to see the Ultimates. Now, it's really weird because during Secret Empire, we actually saw the Ultimates completely and utterly obliterated by the Ultimate version of Reed Richards. So it's really, really weird there. But we've got the Ultimates universe. We've got the Ultimate Spider-Man. We also have, as well, an Ultimate version of Iron Man, which is Riri. So she will exist there. We will have our proper Iron Man back. So it's really, really weird. I'm gutted that they got Riri there, because I think she's terrible. But it's big. It's massive that the Ultimates universe is back. And the Ultimates imprint was just stunning throughout. But that is it for this video. Please drop a like. Please subscribe. And I'll see you soon. And goodbye.